Well, look who it is. That's right, it's me. And yes, this video is uploaded on a Thursday and not a Friday, and that is because on Friday my aunt and uncle are coming to visit me and they're staying at my house all weekend, so I won't have any time to upload a video for you guys. So, this is uploaded on a Thursday because of that reason. Now, this video is the second video to my series all about college. Now, my first video, if you missed it, my first video of this series, if you missed it, is all about freshman orientation and what you can expect at your freshman orientation and what my freshman orientation was like. So if you missed that video, I'm going to put a link to it in my description box down below, right down below, so you can just check it out. Now, this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys what you should bring with you to college. I'm going to be telling you guys what bed things you'll need, what electronics you can bring, and I brought, and just anything else you may need when you go to college. So, without further ado, let's just get right into the video. So, the first thing I recommend you do before you go out and buy any of the things you'll need for college is actually go on your school's website and print out a list of what you can and cannot bring with you to college. That way, when you're going shopping, you'll know exactly what you're allowed to bring and what you're not allowed to bring, so you don't get in trouble when you get to college. Now, one thing you can do if you don't want to print out the list of what you can and cannot bring to college is you can actually go to Bed Bath & Beyond, and they actually have a list from all these different schools there, so you can find the one for your school, and they have a list telling you what you can and cannot bring with you to your school. So that's what I did. I just went to Bed Bath & Beyond and got that list. Now, all the stuff you'll need for your bed is you're going to need a comforter. You're going to need sheets for your bed. You're going to need pillows, pillowcases. You're going to need blankets. Well, blanket, you only need one or two. Depends how cold you get. And you're going to need a mattress, pad, and that's the stuff you'll need for your bed. Now, I got all my bed supplies. Well, I got the, what was it called? The mattress pad and the mattress protector, and at Bed Bath & Beyond, and it wasn't that expensive. But I got a comforter instead of a duvet, because a duvet you basically have to put a like a thing in it. I don't know what it's called, but you have to put something in it and stuff. But with a comforter you don't do that, so I got a comforter, and I got my comforter actually from this website called dormco.com, and they have all different types of comforters. And they have duvets as well if you want a duvet. But they have all different types of comforters, and they're really pretty, and they're actually not that expensive, which is great. And another thing about that website, Dormco, is you can get all, well, except for the mattress pad and mattress protector, besides that stuff, you can get all your dorm needs at that website, and they're not that expensive. And also, along with getting my comforter from Dormco, I got my sheets to go along with it, and I got pillowcases to go along with my comforter. So I got those three things from Dormco, and they weren't that expensive. So I recommend you go to Dormco to get some of your bed needs, and you can get anything else you may need for college. So the next thing I recommend is all of your bathroom things you're going to need. You're going to need a shower caddy. You're going to need shower shoes, but that's only if you have like a community bathroom and you don't have like one connected to like you and your suite mate's room, or just your room. Or if you have one that's connected to you and your suite mate's room, or you just have one yourself and you're not gonna clean it, then you're gonna need shower shoes. Now, I got my shower shoes from Bed Bath & Beyond, and they were not that expensive. And what shower shoes are, is they're just shoes that have like holes in them so that you can wear them in the shower so you don't get like fungus on your feet. and basically. So I recommend you get that only if you're not going to clean your bathroom or you have a community bathroom. And a shower caddy is very important because it holds all of your stuff you need for the shower. Like it holds your shampoo, it holds a razor, a razor for girls. It holds conditioner, it holds your hairbrush, and it holds your toothpaste, toothbrushes, holds all your like bathroom needs and stuff. And obviously you're going to need to bring with you shampoo, conditioner, soap, a hairbrush, toothbrush and toothpaste. You're going to need all that stuff, which is kind of obvious. Now, another thing you're going to need, which you can bring this, you don't have to. I did bring it, but I never used it, but I'm going to bring it this time and use it, is you can bring with you a hair straightener and a hair curler. If you're one of those people that likes to curl their hair a lot when they go to school, when they're at school, or just going places, or if you're somebody that likes to straighten their hair a lot, then you can bring your hair straightener and curler with you. Now, one thing I recommend you get for your room, which I got my roommate actually got for my room, and it was actually, I never thought of getting this, but I thought it was a good idea, was you should get, well, this is only depending on how your room is set up, but for me, it wasn't set up so that I had this already. But I think you should get these hooks that you can put over a door, so you can like hang a towel on there, like your towel you use when you take a shower, so that it can dry up there, and it'll just be up there and like dry quicker, and you can just pick it up quickly when you go to take a shower. And I think that is really something you should get, but only if you want to. You don't have to. And also, I forgot to say, you should get towels, like towels when you wash your hands or when you take a shower. Just get towels and stuff. And I suggest you get fast drying towels, which I got my towels from Target, and they're just green and this purplish pink color. They go with my bedspread and stuff, but you can just get those I got mine at Target, and they were specifically for when you go to college, because they were like in the dorm section, so you can get those there if you want at Target, and they're not that expensive. Now, another thing I suggest you get for your room is a carpet, because if your dorm room doesn't have like carpet on it, it's just like tiled, I don't want to say tiled, but like flooring and stuff, then I would get a carpet for your room, because it makes a big difference, trust me. Now, you have to go on your school's website and find out how big your room is going to be to figure out what size to get a carpet, or a rug, you could call it, just a big rug and stuff. But I got mine from this store called Ollie's, and if you have one where you live, I suggest you go there and get a rug / carpet, because they have really pretty ones, ones in pretty colors. They're like all different colors you can get. Mine was a purple color, and they had it in the perfect size I needed. You can also get a carpet / rug from Bed Bath & Beyond. No, not Bed Bath & Beyond. From Target or from Home Depot if you want to. Now, another thing along with the carpet / rug is you should get a shower mat for your bathroom, and that's something me and my roommates and suitemates didn't think about when we first got to college. So the floor kept getting wet because we didn't have a mat to put by the shower. So now that we have a mat, the floor doesn't get that wet. Another thing to go along with the shower mat that you might want to get, if your bathroom's shower doesn't have like a door you can close, like a I don't want to say glass door, but I guess you could call it that, a door you close and stuff. It just has like a curtain you're supposed to have. Then I suggest you get a curtain, because my roommates and I and my suite mate thought that the room already came with the curtain, which online, if you look up what the rooms already have, it says it already comes with a shower curtain, but really it doesn't. It just comes with that clear lining for the shower. It doesn't actually come with a curtain. So I got the curtain for my bathroom, and I got that from Bed no, not Bed Bath & Beyond, from Target, and it is so pretty. It's like floral, and it's like purple and white. Well, the whole thing is white, but then it has flowers on it. It's so pretty, and it matches the mat for the shower that goes to the shower. The curtain and the mat go together. So I suggest you go to Target to get a shower curtain and a mat through the bathroom for when you get out of the shower. And they're not that expensive if you get them at Target, and they're very pretty. So I suggest going to Target to get those. And another thing I got for my bathroom, which I could have used the right where my bed is, so when I get out of bed I could step on it, was a mat that I could step on when I get out of bed. I know my roommates I had 2 roommates, if you want to know. But both my roommates, they had mats for when they first got out of bed. But since we had a carpet in my room, right where my bed was, the carpet was like covering my whole bed space and where I walked when I got out of my bed. So I didn't really need to put a little mat right there. But my roommates did, because they didn't have the carpet there when they got out of bed. But my mother got me a mat, even though that rug covered what I said and him. So I just put that mat by the toilet, and I thought that was a good idea. Because if you just wake up, you don't want to, well, when you go in the bathroom, you don't really want to step on that floor because it's kind of gross. Even if you do clean it all the time, it's kind of gross. So just having a mat right there by the toilet, it just makes a difference. You don't have to do that, but that's just what I did. Now, one thing I really recommend you get, out of all this, well, besides the bed stuff and the shower stuff, out of all this stuff, I'm going to say you don't get, but you should get this. This is the one, well, this is the few things I really think you should get, and that is cleaning supplies and a vacuum. Now, a vacuum I had because, as I said, I got like a carpet/rug for my room, so we had a vacuum in all the time. And the cleaning supplies we got is like Windex to like clean our mirrors, and then we got stuff to clean the toilet and stuff to clean the shower. So I suggest you get those because I think it's a good idea to keep your room clean and the bathroom clean, so it's not a little disgusting. And if you have people come to your room, they don't think, God, look how disgusting this room is, and they want to get out of your room. So I think that is a good idea, and those are the few things I think you should really get for your room. Now, another thing, well, let's talk about clothes you should bring with you. Now, I suggest you don't bring all your clothes with you when you first get up to your school, because you might not have that much. You have to figure out how much closet space you're going to have to figure out how much clothes you should bring. So when you first get up to the school, don't bring all your clothes with you. Just bring all your summer clothes, like most of your summer clothes. And then when you're coming home for like fall break, bring your winter clothes back with you and take your summer clothes home. That's something that I did, and it made a big difference, because if you bring all your clothes with you, you're not going to have enough closet space to hang it all up. So that's one thing I suggest you do. Now, another thing I suggest you bring is, what was I going to say? Oh, you should bring is, for electronics, you should bring a TV if you have one you can bring. For me, when I got my computer, my laptop, it was a special deal, and you got a free TV with your computer. So I just brought the TV that came with my computer with me to school. And you can bring like a PlayStation or an Xbox or Wii or an GameCube, if you still play that, with you to school. So if you like want some downtime, you can play that. Or if you have nothing to do on the weekends, you can play that. So you can bring that with you to school. And you should also obviously bring a laptop with you, because you're going to need that to do your homework. And you might want to bring it to class if you like taking notes on your laptop. So let me think. What else would you need that I missed? You need all your bed stuff. You need your electronics. I told you what electronics to bring. And I told you about clothes. And I told you bathroom things you should bring. I told you cleaning supplies. Oh, if you want to decorate your room, like put stuff on the wall, then I suggest that you just first find out how much wall space you can put stuff on, because you don't want to exceed the wall space and then get in trouble, because it could be like a fire hazard or safety hazard and stuff. So just make sure if you're going to put stuff on your walls to know how much stuff you can put on there. Oh, and here is some things that I didn't think of bringing with me to school, that once I got up there and I was there for like a week or 2 weeks, I realized I needed this stuff. So here's something I think you should bring that I didn't think of bringing. And the first thing is bring with you silverware. Now I know, that's kind of a weird thing to bring with you to college, but you gotta remember, you're not at home, so you don't already have all these things. So let's say you have food in your room and you were like, oh, I want to eat in my room, but you need silverware to eat it with. If you don't have that, then you won't be able to eat what you want to eat in your room. So I just suggest you bring silverware. Just get like a fork. You might not need a knife, but I got one just in case I might need it. And then a spoon. You can either get ones you just cut to clean, like silverware, or you can get like plastic forks and spoons. But if you get like plastic, you have to buy them every time you go to the store. So I just suggest getting silverware instead. And another thing I suggest you get going along with that is getting a mug. Just in case you want to you have like a Keurig, which is another electronic you can bring with you to college, and you want to have like tea or coffee or maybe even hot chocolate, or you have milk, no, not milk, it's just that stuff, then you will have something to put it in so you can drink it. So bring a mug with you, and also get a bowl and a plate as well. That way, if you bought cereal at the store over the weekend, or you had like stuff you need to put in a bowl to eat, then you'll have it. And if you're gonna eat in your room and you need to put your food on a plate, then I suggest getting a plate. Now you can't get paper plates, but as I said about the silverware, you're gonna have to go to the store and buy them every time you run out. So just get ones you have to clean. And it's not that not much of a hassle to clean it. It just takes 2 seconds, not more than 2 seconds, but it just takes a little time to clean it. So just buying ones you have to clean each time you use it is better than buying ones you throw away and then you have to get new ones, because you'll save money that way. Now, another thing I forgot to get when I was in college that my parents actually thought of, which I didn't think of, and my sweetmates didn't think of, roommates didn't think of, is a plunger. Because you never know when you're gonna clog up the toilet and you're gonna need to unclog it. So getting a plunger is something huge you have to get for college. Unless you have a community bathroom, then you don't have to worry about it. But if you have your own bathroom, you share with your sweetmates, or just have your own bathroom, then I suggest getting a plunger. It makes a big difference, because there was actually 2 times when me and my sweetmates, we clogged up our toilet and we had to unclog it. So having a plunger was perfect to help us with that. And also get like a toilet bowl brush so you can clean your toilet. That goes along with cleaning supplies to get. Now, I think that's everything you should get. Let me just think. Oh, you obviously want to bring your textbooks. You can either get those before you go to college, or get right after college, which you can like rent them on like Amazon or other websites. Just be careful when you rent them. Like look at how long you can rent them for when it starts the whole renting period. Because if you go over how long you're supposed to rent it for, then you'll end up having to buy the book, and that's not good. I've had that happen to me more than once, where I went to rent a book on a website and it like started the renting time before I started school, because I got the book, before I started school, because you want to be paid before school. and stuff. So I got it, and this happened to me 2 times, I said. And then I come to find out that I kept the book for too long, and I ended up having to buy it. Or I went to rent the book, and it turns out I actually bought the book instead. So don't be like Vicky. Don't be like Vicky and do that. You should just be aware of when you rent your books. But if you need to have like an access code, which is basically so you can get online and do stuff online with your book. If you need to get an access code for your book, then you will have to buy a book to get the access code, which is what I had to do for my class I'm taking over the summer. I rented my book thinking it would come with an access code because that's what the title of it said, that it would come with the access code. But it ended up not coming with the access code, so I had to send back that book, get my money back for that book, and then buy the book and stuff. So just be careful when you buy and rent your textbooks. And you're also going to need all of your school supplies, like you're going to need binders, you're going to need pencils and pens, pencil sharpener, hole puncher, a stapler, tape, maybe tape. You may not need tape, but bring it just in case. You don't have to bring it, but if you're going to use it, then bring it. Tape, what else? Glue, maybe glue, you may need it. Scissors, highlighters, and just all your basic school supplies bring with you to school. The only extra school supplies you'll need that you didn't normally need would be scissors, a hole puncher, and a stapler, and a pencil sharpener, and stuff. So just remember to get those, and then don't forget to bring your phone with you to school, which I bet you won't forget. But just remember, and also remember to bring a recharger for your phone, and bring a camera with you if you want to take lots of pictures while you're at school, or bring a video camera if you want to do videos while you're at school and stuff. So yes, that is everything I can think of. If I think of something, I'll let you guys know in the comments. But that's everything I brought with me to school, and what I suggest you bring with you to school and everything. Now some of the stuff I actually didn't realize I needed, so I actually got to school and stuff, but that's why that's the stuff I told you that in this video and stuff. So just get all the stuff I recommended you get in this video, and my saying is, if you're gonna use it, then get it. If you're not gonna use it, then don't get it. And that's what you should think about when you go school shopping. Like, you don't need to get everything on this list that it says you can bring with you to college. Just get all the stuff you think you will need with you for college. So, oh, and I forgot to say this, don't forget to get like laundry stuff, like laundry detergent, like the liquid or the pods, because you're going to need that to do your laundry. And don't forget, girls, to get your feminine products, because that's real important. So, my video I chose, wait, let me get it up. Alright, what is that? Was this one from this high school, from this high school spring dance showcase, which is not really a school video, but it's a dance from a school, if you understand what I'm saying. And it was to the song, from the theme song of the show Friends, and it is called Friends Theme Song Dance. And I thought it was a really cute dance and really different, because you would never think of doing a dance to the Friends theme song. So I'll put the link to this video in the description box down below so you can check it out. Now, my quote is, sometimes you have to do what you don't like to get to where you want to be. Now, the reason why I chose that quote is because most people don't like going to school. They just hate it because they think it's boring and a waste of time. Which is what this quote is saying. Sometimes you have to do what you don't want to do to get where you want to be. So it's like going to college. Some people don't ever think they want to go to college because they think it's going to be boring gonna cost too much money, and all that stuff. But you have to go to college and get a degree to get a good paying job. And that is what that quote means to me. You have to go to college, even though you might not want to get a degree, to get a good paying job. So that is why I chose this quote, because I know most people feel that way. So, I hope you like this video by giving it a thumbs up. And don't forget to check out my last video in this series all about freshman orientation, which, as I said, I'm going to put the link to that in the description box down below. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're already not subscribed. And as I said, like this video